Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Hello, welcome to Love Your Body, Love Your Life. My name is Jenna. I'm the host of today's show, and I'm also the author of the book titled Love Your Body, Love Your Life, 52 Tips That Will Radically Change Your Health. You can find my book on Amazon and on barnesandnoble.com. I feel like we have some sort of a delay here, so hopefully that comes into balance during the show. So yeah, we have some sort of a delay. Anyways, how are you guys? I haven't been live in 2 weeks. And part of the reason why is, and I'm happy to be here, by the way. I love doing the show, but I had some work being done on my condo complex community where we all had to move out for a week. So that was partially the reason why I wasn't here last week. The week prior, I just had to catch up on life. And, you know, I really love doing the show. So I put a lot of effort and time, and I really think about the content I want to bring to you guys. So it does take up some of my time, which I love again. But I had to move out of my condo for a week. So what I did was I went up to LA and I stayed with my dad for a week, which I'll get into. But I wanted to preface the show a little bit. So it's titled 8 Health and Beauty Products That I Currently Love. Plus I'm going to walk you through living in LA for a week. But I wanted to preface the show with the fact that I know I talk a lot about, yes, I did. I took a little mini vacay. Thank you. I know I talk a lot about health and beauty, and I've shared products here before, but I really wanted to tell you guys that behind the scenes, what you don't see is I work on myself, my inner work, all the time, like literally every single day. And I wanted to preface the show with just telling you guys how much I truly believe that the inner work I feel even more important than beauty products or what you're putting on your skin or what you're drinking or all the health stuff or like this protein that I'm going to share with you. I definitely feel wholeheartedly that the inner work is the most important part of health and beauty because we tend to, as adults, shut things down emotionally. And what that looks like is when we do that and we don't address the things that are happening to us emotionally, what that can look like in our life is irritation or pretty much anything, really. It can be money issues. It could be relationship issues. It could be weight issues, hormonal imbalances. And believe it or not, you guys, there's always a deeper reason, I believe, somewhere along the line of an emotional imbalance. And so I've been doing these solo shows for a little bit now. I don't know how many shows this is now, maybe eight or nine, my 9th show solo. And what I've normally done is I start out with a personal story. This whole show is going to be personal stories, but I wanted to share and give you an example of a personal story of mine on this topic. And the reason why I know that things can be shut down, and until we're willing and open enough to see them and the deeper meaning of what's really happening, there's all kinds of imbalances that could happen in your mind and your body, right? And it really is at the end of the day, bringing your mind to your heart, and in your body, and allowing your mind to serve a deeper meaning in your life, meaning, and I know this is a cliche, maybe word that's kind of going around right now, but it really is getting to the point where you're able to allow your mind to serve your soul and your sole purpose here on earth. What did you come here? I know we all came here to learn lessons at the end of the day. That's big picture, but lessons don't have to come in a box of, you know, anger or fear or sadness. It can come in joy and love and abundance. So if you're not living from that space, what is the interference within your mind and body that's not allowing you to get there? So I'm going to get to health and beauty products, you guys, I promise, but I just want to preface the show with this because it's just really interesting that I've been doing this inner work for what feels like centuries, and I can still be triggered from instances like I'm going to share right now. And the only difference is that now that I've been doing this inner work for so many years, is that I'm aware of the fact that, oh, this is not current time. This is something that happened in the past that I'm still being triggered by whatever was happening in my life at the moment. I hope this all makes sense, but I think it will make more sense when I share my story. So I get the notice that I have to move out for a week, because they're going to be doing work on my condo. I called my dad and I said, "Can I come stay with you for the week?" And he, of course, said yes. Um, so the day's going to come and I'm getting all my stuff together. I mean, it's literally you're out of your house for a week. It's not like you can come back. It's like a vacation, right? So you have to think about just your days and your planning. And I was going to do this video up in LA, and I had so many things that I needed to do prior to leaving. I'm sure you guys understand when you leave on vacation, there's a lot of things that you need to tidy up. So the day's coming and I'm getting all my stuff packed and have my big suitcase in my room and I'm packing my stuff, and I start getting emotional. Like I feel like this crying is going to come out and I just want to like ball up and cry. And I'm like, where is this coming from? Like, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I'm a little stressed because I have to leave my condo for a week and I just had so many other things on my mind. It just didn't come at a good time, right? So, yeah, I was a little stressed, but it wasn't like stressed to the fact that I would want to cry about it. So I started to, on the drive there, ask myself, what's happening? Like, what's really going on? And I landed on the feeling of abandonment. And I knew that that was part of the reason why this old energy was still coming up, was because, as a kid, I grew up as an only child, and I would go back and forth to my mom, from my mom. I lived with my mom full time, but sometimes I'd go see my dad, and it wasn't like such a familiar place, right? Because I wouldn't go there a lot. So whenever I would go to my dad's, it was like it was just it was going to be unfamiliar to me, and it wasn't going to be like home. And even though once I got there it was fine, like it was just a chaotic time in my life when I was a kid. It wasn't like comfortable transitioning. And so for whatever reason, my body still tends to go there sometimes, where those old feelings are still there. And I share this with you guys because I want to open up and share what I've learned, is that just to get curious, like when you're going through your life and things trigger you and things come up emotionally, get curious and ask yourself where, like, ask the deeper questions. Really, where is this coming from? Because I know now as an adult, I'm going to be fine. I'm only leaving for a week, right? And I'm going to come back home. But maybe as my inner child, as a kid, I didn't really put that together. Like, I would get scared or something that I wouldn't be able to see my mom again, or whatever that feeling was, you know? So, anyways, you guys, I wanted to preface the show with that little personal story because I really would love to invite you to get curious and ask the deeper questions and go there, because these things can come up. And like I said, they can be an interference in our mind and body to things that we want to manifest in our life. You know, manifestation really happens in the body first. We have to feel the feelings that we want to feel in order to manifest something in our life physically. And a lot of times, if we are unaware of these unconscious thoughts that are still running the show, like of my 5-year-old self, if I wasn't aware of this abandonment like situation, then I could still be operating from that emotion and then attract, I'm just saying hypothetically, attract a relationship that's going to abandon me, or an abandonment situation outside of myself. I hope this makes sense. And I encourage questions and comments if you guys don't understand what I'm saying, or if you, of course, want to have a conversation with me offline. Um, I am now offering coaching sessions because this is what I teach. So we did have a question come in. Did your parents have a bad breakup, or were you in the middle? Is this where that lingering feeling? Yes. So thank you for asking. Yeah. And I wish I knew the names of the people that were asking these questions. I'm assuming that this is somebody that doesn't know me, but even if it is, I will answer this question. Yes. My mom and dad had me when they were super young. I think my mom was 19, dad was 20, somewhere in that age range. And they got married, divorced before I was 1. And then we all lived together till I was 5. But in that time frame, it was a very tumultuous relationship between them. And I consider myself highly empathic. And as a kid, I obviously, again, I'm talking about things that shut us down, right? So now I feel like I'm back to my highly empathic self. And as a kid, I knew I was always empathic, but then in between that time, I shut that down just because of the childhood and the the chaos between them. And I feel like I took that on a lot, and I felt like I had to pick sides, and it was just not conducive for a 5-year-old or a kid. So, yeah, I hope I answered that question correctly. But yeah, it was just, there's a lot of chaos, and not, they did not have a good relationship even after my dad left at 5. Their relationship, they still haven't talked to this day. So it's been years. So if that tells you anything, they don't get along. So, but that's totally fine now. I've accepted that. But yeah, I think that all those things, all these things, you guys, just so you know, I've worked through tremendously, and I embrace all of it. I am not angry at all. I don't have any like negative feelings, I guess, towards that relationship or towards how I grew up, even because I now know, and I see it differently now. I now know that I chose these parents coming in. This is big picture talk, um, in order to be me. and I like myself. And I feel like I came in to learn a lesson of finding my voice and finding my authentic voice, and it was shut down a lot as a kid, but I feel like that's part of the journey. And I feel like this is what I came here to learn and what I came here to discover. And without my mom and dad and who they are, I wouldn't be sitting here and I wouldn't have a voice. Um, if you guys follow me at all, you know that I have music on Spotify. I've done my music video. I found my voice, I guess. And I feel like without my growing up and the environment that I was in, and of course, I will say to you that with the inner work, because without this inner work, definitely would be shut down. I don't know where I would be. I would have kept the lineage going in terms of not having a voice, not being seen and heard. So because I've worked on myself deeply, I'm able to be seen and heard and have a voice. So with that said, I have no ill will feelings. I feel like everything happens for a reason. I feel like I'm always blessed, and the universe has my back, and I truly can walk that walk now. And I feel like now I'm able to really share in my coaching sessions this deeper work that has really changed my life, you guys. I mean, I've had mentors that it's it's just incredible. It's incredible what you can learn about yourself if you really get a mentor and you get curious about where you come from and your soul work here, and finding your voice if that's what you want to do, or finding something that lights you up if that's what you want, or whatever it is. I just feel like if you have one person in your corner able to help you discover some deeper emotions within yourself, a different perspective, just get to the deeper stuff. I feel like there's nothing you can't do in this life. So I know that was a little deep, but I wanted to start the show off like that because, again, I know I'm going to talk about health and beauty products and we're going to get into the fun stuff, but I wanted to share that. So anyway, so yeah, so I get to LA and I'm fine. My tears go away. I actually had a great week with my dad. Um, it was just him and I, and he has this beautiful property. And it felt amazing. It felt like I was just on a little vacation. He has this like high-tech massage chair that he got, and I would sit in that pretty much every day. And oh my gosh, you guys, it was just like amazing. Like it was at the nail salon, like every day. I was just like, oh my gosh. I would like fall asleep in the chair. And so it was just a really great time. And of course I got to hang out with him. And so it all turned out great. And one of the days I did go to a health food store and I filmed 8 health and beauty products that I'm currently loving. So we did a video day. So maybe we should show the video now, Rebel, and then I'll go into the products. It was actually really fun, you guys. We filmed at Whole Foods in Pasadena. And I'm a goofball offline. I'm always like trying to have fun. And so that first little scene, he caught me. I put a hat on and I was just like kind of like dancing around. But yeah, so let's get into the products. I'm going to talk a little bit because I know the video is like super fast. But I will say that if you guys want to talk more about them offline, again, I'm always available. You can follow me on Instagram too, and I've written out like what they are. But if you guys want to just connect offline, then I'm happy to talk more about them. I'm probably going to do another blog post on these products and add probably 8 more. So if you guys want to follow me at jennalobos.com, you can do that because I'm probably going to add 8 more products that I love as well. But so I'll go through them. First one, and these are not in order of the video, and I hope I don't forget any of them. But the first one was the magnesium sea salt bath. So it's really just if you guys go to any Whole Foods or health food store, find the sea salt, and I like the one with the magnesium chips in it. And you just pour it in your bathtub at night, put a little bit, like half cup or whatever. And I literally sleep like a baby. Magnesium is really good as a relaxant. So you can get any kind of magnesium spray too, if you can find that. But I like the sea salt flakes just because I love baths. But there's other ways to get the magnesium in your body. Also, I want to tell you that if there's any kind of joint pain that you are experiencing, you can get a spray and spray that on your joints as well. So that's the first one, the sea salt bath. The coconut water, love it. I do a lot of hot yoga, so sometimes I don't like just like plain water. So coconut water has a lot of electrolytes in it. So I love that. You guys, if you've followed me, I talk a lot about a lemon and water in the morning. That gives you just natural salts. But the coconut water has electrolytes in it. So check that out. Base culture bread. Oh my gosh. Yummy. I love it. This is like a gluten-free, grain-free bread. So if you guys are low carb, just know they're like, I think it's just little square. It's almost like eating a cracker, but it tastes like cake. I love it. It's really like low calorie and not a lot of carbs. So if you're on that kind of diet kick, they have a keto based one too. This is Base Culture bread, and they have a keto one. I like the sourdough one. And I put almond butter on it and regular butter because I'm not afraid of fats in my diet. I actually love a lot of fat in my diet, believe it or not. I love avocado. You can put avocado on it. The other food one that I shared was Siete chips, and they're grain-free tortilla chips. I believe it's a female-based company, which I love to support. But again, this is like a grain-free tortilla chips. You can make guacamole with it. You can do all kinds of things. And they have so many different like flavors, barbecue, regular, jalapeno. So those are really good, you guys. Ginger beer was the other one that I showed in the video. I love this. It's non-alcoholic, but it has like a little like kick. If you guys know ginger, it has like a little spicy kick to it, and it's also sweet. So I love a ginger beer. I like it at night. Like if I have my dinner and then I have a little bit of that, it's just so good. So so ginger beer. Creamy coconut essential oils. That was the other one that I showed in the video. Love this. It's a roll-on essential oil that smells like coconut. And I love it versus the perfume because perfume has a lot of toxins in it. So I rarely put perfume on my body anymore. I'd rather have the essential oils. So I love the coconut smell. It's like Hawaii or like summer. Perfect for this time of year. Cocoa Kind skincare line. I love this skincare line. It's called Cocoa Kind, and it's all vegan, all natural, paraben free, not a lot of toxins in it, or actually no toxins. But the price point of Cocoa Kind is super good, you guys. I think at the Whole Foods, the cleanser was like $6. And I really love the line. Like, I just started using it 2 weeks ago, and it's something new that I've added to my routine. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I really love this $6 product. I love that, you know? So I want to share that. Bone broth protein. I actually have it with me. I was going to share it if who's ever looking on the video. I get the chocolate one, and it supports healthy gut, joints, and inflammation. So I love a little bone broth protein. That's the other thing that I did a blog on recently is I shared my glowing green smoothie, and this protein is in it. So if you guys want to check it out, that's on my blog, jennalobos.com. Yeah. And the other one was the calming tincture, and it is by, I want to say Burt's Bees, but it's a calming tincture. It's a homeopathic calming tincture. I'm going to try to see if I could find the brand name. But anyways, I don't want to take up a lot of time doing that. It's a calming tincture. It's a homeopathic calming tincture, and I love it. Oh, Rescue Remedy. There you go. My mind just remembered it. It's Rescue Remedy, you guys. The one that I showed in the video was the cough drop kind, but there's also a tincture that you can put on your tongue, and it just calms the nervous system down. I haven't been taking it too much these days. I just feel like I've been pretty calm, but days that I do feel a little stressed, I will put that in my mouth, and it does help. It does take the edge off, you know. And I don't really drink, so I would rather do that. So yeah, so let's see. We have a question. What was the bone broth maker again? Yeah, that's Ancient Nutrition. Ancient Nutrition is the bone broth. It's chocolate. It has 20 grams of protein in it. Yeah, thank you for asking. Again, if you guys want to get my recipe, I make a healthy protein drink pretty much every day. I feel like I can get all of my supplements in there, some of my greens. But this is the kind of protein that I've been using for a little bit. You can get vanilla or chocolate. But yeah, thank you for the question. And I encourage you guys to ask more questions if you have any for me. The last thing that I showed in the video was BioK. BioK is it's a good for your gut. It's a probiotic and prebiotic. And it comes in all kinds of flavors: blueberry, lemon, strawberry. There's tons of flavors. It's a little bit on the expensive side, I'm not going to lie. But I love the taste. It's like kind of a yogurt taste, but you're getting all the prebiotics and probiotics. Sometimes I drink it in the morning, just like as a breakfast, or at night for like a snack after dinner, you know? So those are my 8 things. And the other question was, what do you put in it? I'm assuming you're asking about my protein drink. I will tell you what I put in it. I have my protein. I make it with almond milk or cashew milk. Lately, I've been trying to make my own almond milk or cashew milk from scratch. But if you can't do that, you can buy any kind of clean nut milk at the store. I like dairy free. Obviously, if you want to do dairy, you can. But you get a good milk, protein, the bone broth. I put maca powder in it, which is really good for hormonal balance. I put let's see, I put cacao in it, which is chocolate, but it has no sugar, so it's a little bitter tasting. I put spinach in it if I'm in the mood for it, raspberries if I'm in the mood. Sometimes, you guys, I just leave out the produce, but other times if I feel like I haven't gotten enough of like healthy things during that day, I'll add that in. So any kind of like banana or strawberries or blueberries or raspberries or cherries, even cherries are really good for iron. So any kind of, and spinach is really good to put in there. I put, let's see, I know I'm missing some stuff, and that's why I do these things. I put them on my chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the other, spirulina. There you go. Spirulina is my other supplement that I put in there. Sometimes I do turmeric. Sometimes I do ginger, cinnamon, a little sea salt. Yeah, so it's like those are my main things, my main staples. But I have so many other recipes on my blog because I get really creative with these smoothies, especially now that it's warming up. You can do frozen fruit, you can do frozen banana, you can do frozen cherries, frozen blueberries, like just to like, get something icy cold in your diet. So, yeah. I knew this was going to be probably a shorter podcast today, unless you guys have any more questions. I know I really used most of the time talking about the inner work, but I really do feel that it's most important, you guys. I really do. Let's see, there is one more question. Is that what you put the bone broth in? Yeah, so this is bone broth protein that I just showed. So I make the protein drink with that bone broth protein, but there is regular bone broth that you can add to your diet, which is amazing for your gut, your skin, your hair. And that's a different product. That's a soup that you can get at really anywhere. Bone broth. They sell it at Trader Joe's, Whole Foods. We have a Mother's Market here in my town. I'm in Orange County, California. But you can actually make bone broth if you have the time. And there's tons of recipes online, but you make it with chicken and chicken and all the bones in there. And it really is good for collagen for the skin and hair and bone broth. So let's see. Can you eat this soup anytime, or is it no, you can eat it anytime. Yeah. Anytime. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's actually really good for skin and hair, like I said. So anytime. I know people that have eat the bone broth soup for breakfast. They drink it instead of coffee. They heat the bone broth and they drink it in the morning, which, thank you for asking. It's probably a really good idea for me to start doing. Because I like something hot in the morning. Today I made a collagen like green tea because I love my green tea. So today I did that, which I forget the brand of the collagen I'm drinking, but it's like a matcha green tea collagen, which I love because I was doing coffee for a long time, for a little bit here during the winter. And I stopped doing the coffee. I'm like, I got to get off the coffee. I got to do something else. Another question, can you make it into a tea? Can you make it into a tea to drink daily? Can you make it into a tea to drink daily? What into a tea? The bone broth or the matcha? I think the answer is yes to both. You can drink the matcha tea daily, and you can drink the bone broth daily in a tea. You can heat the bone broth and drink it like a tea. You can do the matcha. I do, again, a healthy nut milk, and then I add my matcha green tea in my milk. Yeah, gives me like a little pep, you guys, without the jitters. And especially right before I get on the show, I want to be peppy for you guys. So I drink this matcha tea. So, yes, any more questions? Bring them on. If not, I think we will wrap up for today's show on 8 health and beauty products that I currently love. Again, check out jennalobos.com. I'm going to be sharing 8 more things on my blog, and I hope you guys enjoyed my little story from living in LA for a week. It was actually a really good week. It really was. It was a rejuvenating. There was a lot of synchronistic things that happened to me during LA. My time in LA, and I just love it all. So, and I embrace it all. So, thank you for today's show, you guys. And until next time, love your body and love your life. Take care. Bye.